Nivea was invented in, well, actually, the basis for Nivea, Eucerin, was invented in 1901, approximately, uh, in Germany, and it is a lanolin alcohol, which mixes in with water, and you get like this very thick cream. It's very white and beautiful. They mixed it into their formulation with some, this has mineral oil in it and petroleum, which are not the most eco-friendly. However, this is a formula that works. People have sworn by cold creams, and these white, they call them cold creams because when you put them on your face, they feel cold. Because it's not just oil, it's oil and water together. So this is the smaller size of the Nivea, which is tiny, and it's like around $1. And you can get this just to try it out and see if you like it. I've already run through this one. But you just take a scoop of it. You want to put it on thick on each cheek, and you're going to look like you are, as Jason would say, you're going to look like you're doing a Kiss tribute band with your white makeup on your face. But no, this is going to go all over your skin. And this will take off all your makeup. The reason why we're using this is because if you've ever heard about the oil cleansing method, where people use like castor oil or olive oil on their face to clean their face. This is really similar, however, this is emulsified so that there's water and oil together. And this brings back a memory from my childhood where my great aunt, who is no longer with us, was asked by someone else in my family. She had no wrinkles, and she was in her 60s at the time, and they said, how do you keep your skin from not wrinkling? And she said, she's kind of eccentric, and it runs in the family, as you can see, but she said, I never let water touch my skin. And I always thought that was the weirdest thing for anyone to say, like, at the age of whatever, 6 or whatever I was, like, how does she not let water touch her skin? And this is how. She used this. I got cut off there. Anyway, so this is how my aunt used to never let water touch her face. She would use a cold cream. Yeah. So Nivea isn't marketed as a cold cream anymore. It is marketed as a moisturizer, baby cream, all around heavy duty moisturizer type thing, all over your body. However, one of its intended uses, was as a cold cream. And nobody really uses cold cream anymore, but I feel as if people should. And you can see I'm so white and covered in this cream. But massaging it in really helps break down all the junk in your skin. So what you want to do now, you can leave this on. Like if you leave it and you don't touch it for a minute, it will actually pull the moisture out of the air onto the surface of your skin. And when you go like this, you can feel almost like a splash of water into your skin because the glycerin in it is actually pulling moisture out of the air and into your skin. And I'll put this around on my eyeliner and stuff and get rid of my eyeliner. But you want to take, after that, take a washcloth with water as hot as you can stand and wipe all this off. And I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. I take a tissue and then pat my skin dry. Because I don't like to use, like if I use washcloths, I'll use them once and then wash them. So I don't like to use like hand towels in the bathroom or anything. But yay. My skin is pristine and clean. So I thought it was kind of interesting that while I was figuring out, like learning more about cold cream and Nivea and the history of cold creams, how they were invented in Egypt, basically. Back in the day, they used like beeswax and oil, and then they mixed it in with like rose water and honey, and then put that on their skin to like take all that makeup that they used to use. Like, they used to use lead and all this bad stuff, like arsenic, to like make their faces pale. And basically just like minerals or like charcoal in a little oil to like make eyeliner. Back in the day, long time ago. And this is how they get it off with something like this. But and yeah, your skin will feel amazing. You can do this as a moisture mask like once a week, twice a week, whatever you feel. I have, like I said, I have combo skin, and this gets all the crap out of my pores. Everything gets cleaned out, so it's great. And I do this in the wintertime. So that's pretty much it. I will go ahead and put now moisturizer on, because really, even though my skin is moist, overnight it will dry out again. Even though it's combo, it is so dry right now, I need it. And I will actually use like a thick ointment. I'll use A&D ointment, which is weird to think about too, but this stuff works like really good, and it prevents acne, which is strange. But Jason uses this, and he has like acne skin from CF, I guess. It like clogs him up. But this stuff, I have tons of this stuff left over from like tattoos past, because you use this to heal your skin for tattoos. But I just take like the tiniest amount, like half of a pea, not even half of a pea size. You can barely see it. And then I will rub my hands together and then press it in my face. So, try and do that with one hand because I'm holding my camera here. But yeah, and it smells weird. It smells like kind of, like if you have any kids, it smells like baby's butt. Like fresh, clean baby butt, not like stinky, stinky baby's butt. But, because this is used as a diaper care cream too. Might remind you of that. Might remind you of the tattoo parlor, because they use this after they use the green soap to clean you off afterwards to get your tattoo done. So, and that's it. Just like the lightest coating. And something in this, it might be the A, because I know vitamin A, like retin A and retinol palmitate, which is vitamin A, will heal up your skin and actually thin that top layer of skin out and clear your pores out. So Jason's skin has cleared up a lot, and so has mine. And like I said, sometimes cheaper is better. This isn't the most natural way to take care of your skin. However, it is the least occlusive way. And occlusive means pore blocking. Like, even though people don't like mineral oil, they say, oh, it's petroleum based, and bleh. It's been around for, it's been used as the basis for formulations because it doesn't go bad, never goes rotten. Or it's pharmaceutical grade, meaning that it's highly refined to the point where you could ingest it if you had to. Practically, not that you should, don't ever ingest any of this stuff, but it is refined to that point where it's pretty much medical grade, cosmetic grade. And it's safe to be used on skin, basically. So, and it's cheap. So, natural girls, sorry. You can use this method with natural products too. You could try, Weleda has a bunch of creams, cleansing creams. Even their day cream could be used as a cleansing cream. Or cleansing, cold cream. And that's pretty much it. So this is kind of a weird video, but I think it's pretty helpful. My skin has like no freaking wrinkles on it, which is weird. I think too, I've been taking my supplements for hair and nails, which I went over in my other video. And I take gelatin, and that helps a lot. It's got collagen in it. It's basically like water soluble collagen that you can take. And it, like, for some reason, like, plumps up my skin like crazy. So, yeah, it's awesome. But, okay, so I'm rambling. Peace, guys. And we'll see you next time. Probably with a different hair color, too. So, I'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching. Bye!